Have you heard the idiom fat of the land? God's special people, the Hebrews, consisted of Jacob and his wives and children. They lived in Palestine and worked as shepherds. One son, Joseph, was sold by his brothers as a slave and was taken to Egypt, where he eventually became second in command after Pharaoh. Because of a dream Pharaoh had, Joseph knew that a great famine was coming, and, for 7 years, he stored grain. When the famine came, people from neighboring nations came to Joseph for grain. Joseph's brothers came, and, in a very touching reunion, Joseph forgave his brothers for their sin against him. Then he invited them to get his father and their families and move to Egypt. He said they could live off the fat of the land, for example, the fruits of the very best place in Egypt. This is found in Genesis chapter 45 verses 16 to 18. Here is the story. When the news reached Pharaoh's palace that Joseph's brothers had come, Pharaoh and all his officials were pleased. Pharaoh said to Joseph, "Tell your brothers, do this, load your animals, and return to the land of Canaan, and bring your father and your families back to me. I will give you the best of the land of Egypt, and you can enjoy the fat of the land." The meaning is to live comfortably on a surplus of resources without working very hard. Let me give you an example with a dialogue. Bill and Sally are talking about retirement. Bill says, "What are you going to do when you retire?" Sally says, "I am going to visit all my Christian friends in America." "How about you?" Bill says, "I am just going to stay at home and live on the fat of the land."